Hey, good Wednesday afternoon. Thanks for joining us for your Wednesday noon forecast. I'm meteorologist Taylor Cox with Hail Trace. Let's take a look at your headlines today. High pressure is in place, so right now it's quiet and sunny. However, things will change tomorrow as we do have a severe risk returning through Iowa and Missouri. Other than that, if you're not in Iowa or Missouri, you're going to stay pretty quiet with record-breaking temperatures over the next few days. Really any time between now and Sunday for some people for those record-breaking temperatures, setting new all-time heat records from Tucson to Philadelphia. So we have a lot to talk about. You may want to drink a ton of water, get your sweat rag out for all of those warm temperatures. But before we get into the forecast, join us at RoofCon. It starts today. I've already been getting pictures and videos from people at RoofCon in Orlando. It's from the 23rd today to the 25th, so you still have time to go visit the Hail Trace booth if you're there right now, or if you know anyone there, tell them to stop by our booth, because not only do we have Rachel at the booth, here's a picture of our booth. Rachel's there. You can see her at the booth, go say hi, but you can also get a $100 Dick's Sporting Goods gift card. We have a giveaway. You're going to sign up. I think that's the QR code right there. Sign up, and then we'll be announcing the winner on social media. So don't forget to press that follow button. And of course, we'll announce the winner on social media next week. Alrighty, yesterday, pretty quiet across the U.S. in terms of storms. We had a few showers and storms up in the Midwest, but other than that, we were quiet. I mean, these weren't even severe. I didn't see any severe risks with these yesterday. So moving on, your rain chances or your rainfall totals over the last 24 hours, really minimal, if anything at all in a few places. We can't even see them zoomed out so far on this map. Actually, we can see more plentiful rainfall totals up in Canada rather than even in the U.S. So let's get to the temperatures, because it's pretty warm out there, right? It feels weird to wear a sweater whenever the temperature today in Oklahoma is going to be 85, 88 degrees. We're above average, anywhere from Dallas all the way up to the Northeast, where some people are 15 to 25 degrees above average. Despite that, we have a cold front moving through. Cold front. It's not going to drop temperatures too much here, if anything at all, but it is kicking up maybe some showers and storms farther out to the Midwest. So we are going to see showers and storms through the Northeast today, through the Midwest. The Southeast looks pretty dry except for Florida, and then we've got some more winter weather, wet weather activity farther out to the north and west, where temperatures are a bit cooler. Here's your temperatures. 79 here in Oklahoma City. It's already pretty toasty out there. 82 in Dallas, a little bit cooler as you head farther up to the north behind that front. 61 in Kansas City, 64 in Denver, and 44, nice and chilly in Billings, Montana right now. All right, I would go ahead and grab the short sleeves if you're going to sit on the patio today for lunch, or maybe you're eating out at your job site. Don't forget the sunscreen as well, because we've got high pressure in place, which means lots of sunshine over the next day or two. Oklahoma and Texas, taking a look at the forecast instability. So your unstable air, that thing that really fuels storms. Where could we see that? Oklahoma and Texas. Does that mean that we're going to have storms there? No, I think that we're missing a lot of the forcing. We're missing a lot of the moisture in this area. So we're not going to get storms. We've got that high pressure system really taking control of a good portion of the weather here. What about that significant hail model? Well, you need storms to get hail, and unfortunately, those storms are not arriving today, so your hail model is pretty null and void at this point. No significant hail expected today. However, that changes tomorrow. So let's take a look at the hail model for tomorrow. We do have an area in Iowa and Missouri where we could see some storms, mostly isolated. However, they could become a little bit more widespread as we head into the late night hours, Thursday into Friday. So this is tomorrow, late tomorrow. Omaha, Des Moines, Kansas City, all included in that low risk level to see some small hail for tomorrow. Could we get some isolated large hail from this? I think that's absolutely possible. However, I'm going to wait till tomorrow to do that max forecasted hail size just to get some more model runs in here and get some more data as we get a little bit closer. This is still over 24 hours away, but I'll show it to you. So here we are tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Storms start to pop up, isolated at first, but as I mentioned, they become a little bit more widespread as we head into the late night hours. 10 o'clock tomorrow, southern Iowa and northern Missouri, looks like we could see some more widespread scattered storms. So we'll have to watch that for you. We'll have more details on that tomorrow, so come back for the forecast tomorrow. Alrighty, taking a look at your showers and storms right now. Few and far between, just a little bit of rain in northern Missouri and central Illinois right now. Taking a look at the future radar, we are going to see some showers and storms in some parts of the U.S. today. We've got northern Arkansas there. We've also got some wet weather up to the north and east. We've also got some winter weather out to the north and west. So here you are, you've got some snow piling in through the northern Rockies and to some of our mountainous ranges here, continuing to track to the east as we head into the next 24 hours. It's nice to see some snow. I've started to see some of the ski slopes start to get snow on the ground, just preparing for that winter ski that will be starting sooner rather than later. Alrighty, let's move back to the forecast here. Let's talk about the temperature. I mentioned those cooler temperatures, that winter weather that's starting to mix in out to the north and west. Temperatures are in the 40s, 50s, up in Billings, Salt Lake City, and Boise. So yeah, it's starting to get cooler for some of us. However, others are still staying way above average for this time of the year. We actually have a chance in some of these places to break records that have not been broken, haven't been set since the Dust Bowl. Pretty impressive here. We'll see what happens, but I actually want to get to those records. Okay, here we go. When will we cool down? We've got a cold front coming in later in the week from Thursday to Friday for Oklahoma. That's going to help to cool a lot of us down and also start to kick up some of those showers and storms for this area as well. So there's your cool down, but it's not cooler temperatures. I mean, look at this, 78, that's where we're sitting. That's right about or just above average for this time of the year. It's still a 10-degree temperature drop Thursday into Friday. Friday feeling a lot more like fall. But we're close to record-breaking today. The 86 here in Oklahoma City is the high here in Oklahoma City is 86. There you go. 89 is the record. So we're really close to record-breaking both today and tomorrow. Heading down to Dallas, it looks like we will break records today in Dallas. 92 is the high today. 91 is the record. Very similar for tomorrow as well. 92 for tomorrow. The record to beat is 90 degrees. 89 for Friday. Thursday, across a good portion of the U.S., we've got Tucson, Arizona, looking to tie the record. Up in Kansas City, just slightly shy of beating that record. And in Tulsa, 90 degrees is the high, 91 is the record to beat. Very similar for Birmingham, Alabama, where we sit in the mid-80s the entire rest of the week. And then if you head up to Philadelphia, we are just shattering records here. 90 degrees today, the record is 87. 88 tomorrow, we're beating that record by 5 degrees, and we're beating the record on Friday by about 10 degrees. It just keeps on going as we head throughout the weekend. So we've got about 4 days that we're gonna see record-breaking temperatures. And if you take a look at not only this week, but next week as well, we're getting into Halloween at this point. We have a high likelihood to stay above average as we head into the last week of October. And yesterday, if you go and look at our TikTok and our Instagram, I showed the extended outlook, not just for October, but also November and December. And it looks like we could stay above average as we head into 2025. So we've got a lot, oops, I think I went too far ahead here. We've got a lot of warm temperatures in our forecast. Alrighty, let's move on. What about that rain? It does look like we're gonna see better chances for rainfall through a good portion of the U.S., including the plains and the Northwest. That is really, really good news. This is the time of year where we start to see stronger fronts that could kick up stronger storms as well. We actually have climatologically a higher risk for tornadoes in this area through early November. Really interesting there. And then if we take a look at Oscar, no longer a tropical storm, heading out to the Atlantic here. This just a really low pressure system, I think that's the best word for it here, is moving up to the north. It's going to hit or just be outside of Bermuda, not doing too much for the U.S. Taking a look at Oscar's path, it's had a very, very long path. Starting not even off the coast of Africa, but on the west side of Africa here, we have tracked this all the way across the Atlantic. It took a little trip around Cuba and then started to head back up to the north and east out of the U.S. However, it did do some damage to the eastern side of Cuba and the southeastern side of the Bahamas. This is most likely the last that you'll hear from Oscar because this is becoming just a low pressure system, just a cluster of showers and storms, not too impressive. But thanks for joining us today. Drink tons of water because it's going to be warm as we head throughout the next few days. Make sure you've got your sunglasses and of course that sweat towel because it's going to be a hot one out there. We also have showers and storms expected tomorrow with that hail risk. So of course we'll be back here tomorrow. Make sure that you stop by for your forecast. In the meantime, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, and head over to our website for more information on the hail, wind, and tornado maps that we produce. If you have any more questions, you can email us at info@hailtrace.com, or you can even give us a call. We always have people standing by, 855-334-4245. All right, thanks for joining us today. We'll see you back here, same time, same place tomorrow.